Have you ever wondered how different your life would be if you were born in another country? In South Korea, being born here doesn't just determine where you live, it shapes how you study, work, socialize, and even how you define success. This is a country where speed matters, competition starts early, and ambition is deeply rooted in everyday life. From childhood education to global brands, from K-pop to cutting-edge technology, South Korea offers opportunity, but often at a personal cost. So what does it really mean to be born in South Korea? In South Korea, childhood is closely tied to education from a very early age. Most children begin kindergarten before the age of 5, followed by 6 years of elementary school, 3 years of middle school, and 3 years of high school. The core subjects include Korean language, mathematics, science, English, history, and moral education. However, what makes the system unique is what happens after school. More than 70% of students attend private academies known as hagwons, where they study math, English, or exam preparation late into the evening. It's not uncommon for students to return home at 10 or even 11 p.m. At the center of the system is the National University Entrance Exam, the Sunmyeong. On exam day, flights are delayed, stock markets open late, and the entire country moves quietly. A single test score can determine which university a student enters, and often their future career path. Education in South Korea is not just personal success. It is a family investment and a national priority. Family life in South Korea is built on hierarchy, respect, and responsibility. Parents play a central role in guiding their children's futures, especially in education and career choices. There is strong cultural pressure to succeed, not only for yourself, but for your family's reputation. Children are often expected to repay their parents' sacrifices through academic and professional achievement. Traditional values still influence modern families, even as lifestyles change. Respect for elders, shared meals, and family obligations remain important, especially during holidays like Chuseok and Lunar New Year. Failure is rarely viewed as an individual matter. It reflects on the entire household. South Korea is one of the most densely populated and digitally connected countries in the world. Yet loneliness is becoming increasingly common. In 2023, over 33% of households were single-person households. Long working hours, academic pressure, and urban lifestyles leave little time for building deep relationships. Friendships often form through school or work, but maintaining them becomes harder with age. Despite busy cities and constant online connection, many people report feeling emotionally isolated. This contrast between connection and loneliness is one of the country's most striking social realities. South Korea is famous for its intense work culture. Although the legal maximum work week is set at 52 hours, many employees still work longer through unpaid overtime. Corporate culture is highly hierarchical. Leaving the office before your manager is often discouraged, and loyalty to the company is strongly valued. After-work socializing, including dinners and drinking sessions, is common and often considered part of the job. This culture creates strong team bonds, but also blurs the line between personal and professional life. The term work-life balance exists, but for many, it remains an aspiration rather than a reality. South Korea has the world's 13th largest economy and is home to powerful global corporations. The average monthly salary is around $3,000 before tax, though this varies widely by industry. In Seoul, renting a small apartment typically costs between $800 and $1,500 per month. Housing is the biggest expense, while transportation and food remain relatively affordable. Eating out is common, with meals costing anywhere from $6 to $12 in local restaurants. Daily living is convenient, but financial pressure remains high, especially for young professionals. South Korea's global influence extends far beyond its borders through its brands. Samsung is one of the world's largest technology companies, producing smartphones, semiconductors, TVs, and household electronics. Hyundai and Kia are major global automobile manufacturers, exporting millions of vehicles each year. LG is a leader in displays, home appliances, and consumer electronics. These companies are not just brands, they are employers, economic pillars, and symbols of national pride. South Korea consistently ranks among the top countries for internet speed and digital infrastructure. Cashless payments, facial recognition, and smart public services are part of everyday life. From online banking to delivery apps, efficiency defines daily routines. Technology reduces friction, but also increases expectations for speed and productivity. The country's cities feel modern, fast, and constantly moving. K-pop is not just entertainment, it is a global cultural export. Groups like BTS, BLACKPINK, and EXO have transformed South Korea's global image. Behind the glamour is an industry built on discipline, long training hours, and intense competition. Music, fashion, and digital media shape youth culture and influence trends worldwide. K-pop reflects South Korea's broader identity, polished, ambitious, and globally connected. Despite being one of the most technologically advanced countries in the world, South Korea remains deeply connected to its traditions. Modern skyscrapers rise just meters away from centuries-old palaces, and fast-paced digital life coexists with rituals that have been passed down for generations. Respect and hierarchy are still visible in everyday interactions. Bowing, polite language, and age-based social roles influence how people speak, work, and even form friendships. The Korean language itself changes depending on who you are talking to, a reflection of how deeply respect is embedded in society. Traditional clothing like the hanbok is no longer worn daily, but it remains a powerful symbol during national holidays, weddings, and cultural events. Food traditions, ancestral rituals, and family gatherings continue to shape collective identity, even among younger generations. At the same time, modern Korean life moves at incredible speed. People order food in minutes, commute through advanced subway systems, and live in cities that never seem to slow down. This contrast between tradition and acceleration creates a unique tension, a society trying to honor its past while racing toward the future. For many, this balance is both inspiring and exhausting. The question isn't whether South Korea is modern or traditional. It is how long both can coexist under such pressure. Being born in South Korea means entering a system designed to produce results. From childhood, individuals are taught to compete, improve, and push forward, often without stopping to ask why. The country offers safety, world-class infrastructure, and global opportunity. It has created some of the world's most powerful brands, cultural movements, and technological innovations. But these achievements come with expectations, and expectations come with pressure. For some, this environment builds discipline, ambition, and success. For others, it creates stress, burnout, and a constant fear of falling behind. South Korea is a place where dreams are possible, but rarely easy. Where success is admired, but rest is often postponed. And where the definition of a good life is still being questioned by a new generation. So what does it really mean to be born in South Korea? It means growing up in a country that gives you the tools to succeed, but leaves it up to you to decide how much of yourself you're willing to give in return. Thank you for watching so far. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and leave a comment for the next country documentary.